What's up, YouTube? Coming at y'all with a video about the battery switches that come on these Volvos. Typically, they're found right here. You can see it's dirty. See, I took it off, disconnected it. You got on the right side, well, on my model, you got two red lines. You got a black line that goes in between. And on the left side of the switch, you got two main power lines, this one and this one. So I unhooked all of those. The two, excuse me, almost fell. The two main power lines are found on the left side of the switch. Those other ones, along with the black one, are on the right side. I was having problems with my truck. Very low voltage, been getting some codes, things like that. So one day I turned my main battery switch off, this switch off, so I could clean the connections and everything. So I didn't notice it at the time, but I got stuck at a fuel island and it wouldn't crank, and I saw this, it was still on the truck. The plastic had been broken off, and this little part on my switch was tilted sideways. So basically what was happening was this, when you turn your switch, this spring comes, when you turn it off, this spring comes in like that, right? When you turn it back on, this spring shoots out. All right, well, let me tell you why this is all wrong. This is a good switch, this one and this one. This spring right here isn't supposed to be connected to the switch side. It's supposed to be on this side. So I'm gonna take this out. So this the spring. It goes in there, right? Well, you're supposed to have a spring that's already in here, okay? So that's in there, got a little magnet on it. That's in there to where when you turn the switch on, it creates resistance. And it allows this little part, this little plate, to connect with those two little plates. It creates your connection for your power. All right, that's how it works. Well, on the broken one over here, this part was basically stuck to the switch side. All right, and not only that, this was turned the wrong way, so it wasn't allowing it to get a good connection. So I basically was at a fuel island for about an hour. The truck would not come on. And I had to get under there and just pretty much figure out what was going on. And once I saw this, I knew that was a problem. So I was able to go and pick up this other switch from a salvage yard. So yeah, this was wrong right here. This switch was bad, all busted. So I'm gonna keep the old switch, which is this part, along with this for like parts or whatever. Here go the screws that came off the mount. Got the little screws to screw this part back on or whatever. So I'm gonna keep it, you know, just to have it. But for now, I'll be putting this, what appears to be properly working switch on. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and it's pretty simple. What I usually do, like a 10mm socket, same thing, 10mm, something like this. It gets a little tricky to get it off because you got to get up under it, because mine was kind of seized a little bit, so you have to get up under it with something, and then come up on the top of it and unscrew it off the mount. I could have dismounted the whole bracket right there, but it got little screws on the back of it, and I didn't want to run the chance of something falling down and all that. I could have just mounted the whole bracket like this. I decided to take it off the bracket. So yeah, and these things can be very problematic with these trucks. I hear the horror stories about it. One guy was telling me I could bypass it altogether because he did it on his, but on his truck, he didn't have all the wires I seem to have. So Also, I'll be cleaning these fuse links. See that corrosion? So probably need to get these wires repaired, well, not repaired, replaced anyway. But I'll be cleaning all of this, cleaning my connections, cleaning those off, wire brushes, sandpaper. It's pretty simple, but a lot of your problems with these Volvos are gonna start under here. A lot of them. That's what I've come to find. A lot of your problems are gonna start with these connections and the batteries and the cables and this little switch. So be aware of that. Electrical things you got going on, remember, a lot of it might be starting right here at the source. So yeah, just wanted to come at y'all with a quick video. I'm about to put this back together. It's pretty simple. You just go on there like this, bolt back on, everything pretty much bolt on. I'm gonna put all the cables back on the way they came off. So it's not hard. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and y'all be safe. Remember to keep purpose in your actions. Peace.